as a full-blooded Aries, sun, moon, rising, north node, I am just full of fire. I am just a warrior at heart. I am always at the front of every battle, every scenario. I never back down. I can't. I'm not afraid of things. I'm quiet. I'm reserved because I'm calculating. But people misunderstand that or confuse it for weakness or shyness. But in fact, it's being calculated. It's reading you. It's reading the room. It's being very observant. It's knowing my surroundings and the people in the room, checking my exit zones. It's preservation. And other fire signs can relate to that. We cannot, for the life of us, understand for people that complain a lot but just sit back and do nothing. That is probably the most frustrating thing for people like us. Because when the going gets tough, we're not hypocrites. We are the furthest thing from a hypocrite you will ever meet. You will never find someone like us that are hypocritical. Never. We practice what we preach. We will do what we say. We have the biggest patience you will ever find. It takes a long time to piss us off. We will never lose our temper. We're very calculated. We could be snarky. We could be sarcastic. But we will never curse you out. We will never lose our temper. We will never treat you the way you treat us. But you will be triggered with our wittiness and our sarcasm, because you know you can't compete with that. But to see somebody that simply falls over like a dog with the tail between their legs, but yet have all the complaints in the world, that is the most frustrating thing for people like us. To this day, it still annoys the living shit out of me to see such weak people, so opinionated. But yet it leaves people like us alone, with no one to turn to but ourselves, which just makes us stronger. Because we have no one. And people wonder why Aries, Sagittarius, and other fire signs could be hard sometimes, especially the ones that still lack maturity. Because we do shit by ourselves. It's hard to find people with loyalty that will have our backs. Because other people don't have the balls that we have. They lack it. They'll open their mouths all day, every day. They'll talk behind people's backs all the time. They'll gossip. They'll write anonymous complaints. But when it actually comes to opening their mouths and facing it head on, they will shrink to the corners of the offices and cower. Or shrink to the corners of the room and leave people like me standing to face it alone. Metaphorically, of course. Lone soldier at the top of the hill. And sometimes, especially the older I get, it gets exhausting. And especially after 2024, I am just exhausted, and I know I'm not alone. I'm seeing it, especially with women. I'm seeing it with a lot of the women I'm mentoring, a lot of the women that reach out to me on my platforms. It's so many are affected. Men are too arrogant to reach out. I get it. but there are some that do. Bless you. Stupid people are going to have bigger voices if others don't start to speak up. Okay? Stop cowering, or you're going to have no excuse in the book. None. People like me are getting old. People like me are getting tired. And honestly, it's a dying breed. I can barely count on one hand how many people I can find that are as strong as I am, and that is not tooting my own horn. Trust me, I wish I can. I am raising my daughter to be just as strong as I am. But it is really fucking hard to find someone who can go through everything that I've gone through and stand by my side and be right there, foot deep in mud. It's really freaking hard. I'll continue. We all will continue. I know we're out there. I know you're out there. But we are thinning out. You know it, I know it. It's thinning out. We're feeling it. It's getting bad. It's pathetic. It's frustrating as hell. Egotistical water signs are like taking over. That's a side little personal thing. Start having balls. Start defending injustice when you see it, please. Start being there for people who need it when you see it. Grow some huevos, okay? Because it's lacking. Or if you choose not to, shut the fuck up and don't complain as you see the world go to shit. Continue to sit down, keep your mouth shut, and let people like us continue to do the work. And we will die on the battlefield, metaphorically, but just get out of our way, okay? Do that.